Can you eat time? A mind-bending fact about flavor.
Sounds crazy, right? But there's a thing called temporal taste that might just prove you can eat time. This isn't about time travel, but about how some flavors feel like they last longer in your mouth than others. Have you ever noticed that some sweets, like caramel or mint, seem to keep their taste for a long time, while others, like a quick bite of an apple, vanish fast? Well, scientists say that's because some flavors have a longer temporal profile. That means they hang around longer, giving you more time to enjoy them. This can happen because of how the food breaks down in your mouth, or because of the way certain flavor molecules interact with your taste buds. Some flavors even seem to change or develop as they linger. This fun fact is super useful for people who make food and drinks because they can create things that give you a short, sharp flavor burst or a long, soothing taste experience. Next time you eat your favorite snack, think about this. You're not just tasting something delicious. In a way, you're tasting time.
The walking trees. Meet the real-life Ents.
Imagine walking in a forest and seeing the trees move around like there's from a fairy tale. Sounds impossible, right? But hold on to your hats because there's something called walking trees in the real world. No, they don't actually pick up their roots and stroll around, but they do something pretty amazing. They're called Socratia exoryza, or the walking palm, and they can actually move over time. These trees have special roots that grow out and up from the ground like little legs or roads, or when they need to reach for more sunlight, they can grow new roots in a better direction and let old ones die off. Over time, this can make it look like the tree has walked away from its original spot. They don't move quickly, though. It's super slow, like taking years to notice kind of slow. But still, it's a real-life example of how trees can walk from a less sunny spot to a sunnier one. Nature is like a magician with so many tricks up its sleeve.
Bees are tiny architects. The honeycomb enigma.
Ever look at a honeycomb and wonder how bees are such genius builders? Bees, these tiny insects with brains the size of a sesame seed, create perfect hexagons in their honeycomb. But why hexagons? Out of all shapes, hexagons hold the most honey with the least amount of material needed to build. This means bees can store more honey while using less wax, and that's pretty smart. Now here's the mind-blowing part. Bees instinctively know how to make hexagonal shapes. They don't go to bee school to learn geometry. It's all natural. It's like they have a built-in ruler and compass. Scientists have studied honeycombs for years, and they've discovered that when bees make the walls of the comb, the heat of their bodies helps to shape the wax into the perfect hexagon. So in a way, it's a combination of bee instincts and natural wax physics. Next time you sweeten your tea with honey, remember that it's not just a treat, it's an architectural marvel made by tiny flying craftsmen.
The mystery behind why we forget dreams. Discover the vanishing night stories.
Have you ever woken up from a wild dream and then poof, it's gone like it never happened? It turns out there's a reason why our dreams slip away from our memories. When we sleep, our brains go through different stages, and dreams mostly happen during the REM stage. That stands for rapid eye movement, because our eyes move a lot, even though they're closed. Now, here's the thing. The part of our brain that's super good at remembering stuff isn't working at full power while we're dreaming. So even if you're the boss at remembering names or your grocery list, your brain's not keeping a tight grip on those dreams. Also, when we wake up, we start thinking about a million other things like breakfast or getting to school or work on time. And those thoughts push the fading dream memories right out of our heads. But if you really want to hold on to a dream, try keeping a dream diary right next to your bed. Write down anything you remember the second you wake up. Then you can visit those dreamy stories anytime you want.
The fizzy coin experiment. Why do dirty coins get clean in soda?
Have you ever dropped a coin in a soda and noticed it came out looking super shiny? It's not just a party trick, it's science at work. Coins get dirty over time because they pass through lots of hands and places. That dirt often includes stuff like grease and grime. But here's the cool part. Sodas contain acids like phosphoric acid, which is why they're so tangy. When you drop a coin into a fizzy drink, The acid in the soda reacts with the gunk on the coin. This reaction loosens up the dirt and makes the coin clean. But wait, before you go cleaning all your coins in soda, remember this. The acid is not too picky. It can also react slowly with the coin itself, especially if it's made from copper like a penny. So if you leave it in too long, the coin might even start losing its own material, and we don't want that. So next time you see a grimy penny, think twice. You've got a mini cleaning lab right in your soda glass, but only for a quick dip.
Exploding fruit? Discover the weird world of watermelon snow.
Picture snowy mountains coated not with usual white snow, but with patches of pink that look like spilled watermelon juice. This strange phenomenon is known as watermelon snow or blood snow, and it's totally real, but don't try to taste it. It happens when a type of cold-loving algae called Chlamydomonas nivalis grows on the snow in some mountain regions. The algae contain a red pigment that helps to protect them from the sun, almost like sunscreen. When enough of these algae gather, they can turn wide areas of snow pink or red. Scientists are super interested in this because it's not just a cool color change. The darker snow absorbs more heat and can melt faster than white snow, which can affect local ecosystems and water supplies. Plus, this algae is super tough, living in freezing temperatures and high UV conditions, making them seem like tiny snow heroes. So, while it might not be the flavor blast that the name suggests, watermelon snow is a sweet example of how nature is full of surprises.
The ocean serenading giants. Can whales really sing?
Imagine the biggest animal on the planet, the blue whale, that can make sounds so loud they can be heard underwater for hundreds of miles. But there's another whale that's famous not just for the volume, but for the complexity of its sounds. I'm talking about the humpback whale. Have you heard that whales can sing? It's true. Humpback whales create complex songs that can last for hours, and these songs can be heard by other whales up to 20 miles away. The intriguing part is that all the male humpbacks in the same area sing the same song, and the song changes each year. Scientists are still figuring out why they do this, but some believe it's a way to attract mates or to communicate. Unlike human songs that are composed of musical notes, whale songs are a combination of moans, howls, cries, and other noises. It's like each whale is a musician with its own oceanic orchestra. So, next time you listen to music, just think about the humpback whales and their underwater concerts that remain one of nature's most enchanting mysteries.
Eyes bigger than your stomach? What about watermelon seeds?
Did your parents ever tell you not to swallow watermelon seeds, or a watermelon might grow in your stomach? Guess what? It's not true. But here's a fun twist. Swallowing watermelon seeds is actually okay, and they won't sprout into a watermelon inside you. Why? Because your stomach is like a cozy, super safe house that doesn't let seeds grow. It's very acidic, and that acid breaks down the seeds before they have any chance to start growing. Plus, you know what else? Watermelon seeds have nutrients like protein and zinc, which are good for you. It's a bit like a natural vitamin hiding inside the juicy fruit. Some people even roast and eat them like pumpkin seeds. So next time you're slurping up that juicy watermelon slice, don't worry about the seeds. They're harmless. And hey, they might even be giving you a little health boost without you even knowing it.
Desert mystery? How do cacti store water?
Did you know that cacti are like the camels of the plant world? These spiky desert dwellers have a superpower. They can hold lots of water for a very long time. Living in hot, dry places, where rain is as rare as a snowflake on a sunny beach, cacti have to make the most of what little water they get. Their roots spread out wide just below the surface to collect as much rainwater as possible when it does fall. Then, the cactus stores this precious water in its thick, spongy flesh. Wait, there's more magic. The cactus has a thick skin and a protective layer of wax to keep the water from evaporating, sort of like a natural water bottle. But it doesn't drink this water like we do. Instead, it uses the water bit by bit to survive for months without rain. Also, cacti have a special trick called nocturnal acid metabolism, where they breathe at night instead of the day to save even more water. So remember, the next time you're feeling thirsty, think about how clever cacti are at saving every last drop.
Can a jellyfish's stinging cells launch faster than a bullet?
Imagine you're swimming in the ocean, and you see a jellyfish. It looks pretty harmless, right? But did you know that a jellyfish has a secret weapon that is super fast? A jellyfish uses special cells called nematocysts to sting. These cells are like tiny harpoons that can launch out to protect the jellyfish or to catch its dinner. Now here's the crazy part. The nematocysts can fire out in just a few microseconds. That's faster than a bullet from a gun. Even though they're super small, they pack a big punch because they have to work really quickly to catch their food or defend themselves. So next time you're looking at a jellyfish, remember that it has one of the fastest weapons in the natural world. But don't worry, not all jellyfish can hurt people. Some stings might be annoying, but others can be more serious, so it's always good to be careful. Follow me for more fun facts.